Have you ever felt drained by toxic people, unable to escape their negativity? Today, I'll reveal 10 powerful Stoic secrets to outsmart them and reclaim your inner peace. Welcome, friends, to a transformative journey where ancient wisdom meets modern challenges. I'm here to guide you through the timeless philosophy of Stoicism, a powerful framework that has helped countless souls master life's toughest trials for centuries. In today's world, we often find ourselves entangled with toxic individuals, those who drain our energy, sow discord, and disrupt our inner peace. Their words and actions can feel like a storm we can't escape. But what if I told you that you hold the key to not just weathering this storm, but rising above it? Stoicism teaches us how to cultivate unshakable strength and clarity, no matter the chaos around us. Today, I'm excited to share 10 actionable Stoic strategies that will empower you to outsmart toxicity with wisdom and resilience. These are not mere theories, but practical tools to reclaim your peace and protect your spirit. Let's embark on this path together, discovering how to turn adversity into an opportunity for growth. Let's begin by understanding who toxic people are and how they affect us. From my perspective, as someone who has studied Stoic philosophy, I see toxic individuals as those who consistently spread negativity, create conflict, or manipulate others for their own gain. Their words and actions often leave us feeling drained, anxious, or even questioning our own worth. It's not just a fleeting annoyance. Their presence can deeply impact our mental and emotional well-being. Research from Friedrich Schiller University in Germany supports this, showing that prolonged exposure to toxic behaviors can alter brain structures related to stress and emotional regulation, making us more vulnerable to anxiety and depression. Think about that for a moment. Our very minds can be reshaped by the negativity around us if we don't take control. As Stoics, we are taught to guard our inner peace fiercely, recognizing that while we cannot always avoid such people, we can choose how we respond to their influence. Toxic individuals might criticize, belittle, or sow discord, often without us realizing the full extent of their impact until we feel overwhelmed. But here's the empowering truth. With Stoic wisdom, we can reclaim our strength and shield ourselves from this harm, turning their chaos into an opportunity for personal growth. Let's dive deeper into how this struggle manifests in our everyday lives in the next part of our journey. As we navigate through life, we often encounter toxic individuals who challenge our sense of calm. Picture this. You're at your workplace, striving to meet a deadline, when a colleague constantly undermines your efforts with sarcastic remarks or subtle jabs. Their words sting, and before you know it, your focus is shattered, leaving you frustrated and drained. Or consider personal relationships. Perhaps a friend who always plays the victim, pulling you into a cycle of guilt and drama. Every conversation feels like a battlefield, where your energy is sapped and your peace of mind is nowhere to be found. These scenarios are all too familiar, aren't they? Whether it's a manipulative family member, a coworker thriving on gossip, or navigate a stranger on social media spreading negativity, the struggle to maintain inner tranquility amidst such chaos is universal. We've all felt that tension, that weight on our shoulders as we try to respond without losing ourselves. It's a silent battle many of us fight daily, wondering how to rise above without being pulled down into the mire of conflict. These real-world encounters remind us of the importance of equipping ourselves with tools to preserve our mental and emotional sanctuary, no matter the storm around us. As we navigate the turbulent waters of toxic interactions, whether in the office or within our personal circles, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the chaos. But what if there was a way to rise above it all, to stand firm no matter the storm? This is where Stoicism, an ancient philosophy born in the bustling streets of Athens over 2 millennia ago, offers us timeless wisdom. Founded by Zeno of Citium and later shaped by thinkers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, Stoicism teaches us that true peace comes not from changing the world around us, but from mastering our own minds. It's a practical guide, not just lofty ideas, rooted in the understanding that while we cannot control what others say or do, we can absolutely control how we respond. Imagine the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, ruling an empire yet finding solace in his quiet reflections, reminding himself daily to focus only on what is within his grasp. Stoicism equips us with tools to face life's challenges, including toxic people, with unshakable calm. It's about recognizing that their negativity is often a reflection of their own struggles, not ours. By embracing this mindset, we begin to see provocations not as threats, but as mere ripples on the surface of our deeper tranquility. This philosophy isn't just ancient history, it's a lifeline for modern battles, showing us how to reclaim our power. As we move forward, we'll explore how these teachings, starting with emotional stability, can transform the way we handle life's inevitable conflicts. Let's dive into the first Stoic secret to outsmart toxic people: emotional stability. As Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This teaching reminds us that while we cannot control the actions or words of others, we absolutely can control how we respond to them. Toxic people often thrive on triggering emotional reactions, pulling us into their chaos. But Stoicism teaches us to step back and anchor ourselves in reason. Imagine someone criticizes you harshly, aiming to unsettle you. Instead of reacting with anger or hurt, ask yourself, does this truly define my worth? Is this within my control? By reframing your perception, you turn a potential vulnerability into a source of strength. Their words become mere noise, unable to penetrate your inner calm. This isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about not letting them be dictated by external forces. When you master this, toxic interactions lose their power over you, and you stand firm, unshaken. This foundation of emotional stability paves the way for the next secret, where we'll explore Seneca's advice on staying focused on our goals to remain grounded despite negativity. Let's build on this strength together. Continuing from the idea of emotional stability, let us now turn to the second Stoic secret to outsmart toxic people. Focusing on your goals. The ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." This profound wisdom reminds us that a life without purpose is easily swayed by the storms of negativity around us. Toxic individuals often thrive on distraction, pulling us away from what truly matters with their drama or criticism. But as Stoics, we can anchor ourselves by living purposefully, by knowing our destination. So how do we apply this in today's chaotic world? First, take a moment to define your goals, whether they are personal, like becoming more patient, or professional, like mastering a skill. Write them down and visualize the person you want to become. Next, create a simple action plan. Break your goals into small, daily steps and commit to them, no matter the external noise. When a toxic colleague or friend tries to drag you into pointless conflict, pause and ask yourself, does this align with my purpose? If the answer is no, let it pass. Your energy is too precious to waste on what doesn't serve your higher aim. Seneca taught that a focused mind is a fortified one. By keeping your eyes on your goals, you build a shield against the chaos others create. Toxicity often seeks to derail us, but with purpose as your compass, you remain steady, unshaken. This isn't just about ignoring negativity. It's about rising above it by investing in what you can control, your direction. As we move forward, let's explore how forgiveness can further free us from the weight of resentment. Another powerful Stoic tool to reclaim our peace. Let's dive into the third Stoic secret, forgiveness and memory. As a philosophy rooted in inner peace, Stoicism teaches us that holding onto resentment is like carrying a heavy burden. It weighs us down and clouds our judgment. Seneca once said that anger, if not released, poisons the soul. Forgiveness then becomes an act of self-liberation, not a gift to others. Imagine Clara, a young professional working in a high-pressure office environment. Day after day, she faced subtle jabs and passive-aggressive remarks from a colleague who seemed determined to undermine her. At first, Clara felt consumed by frustration, replaying every harsh word in her mind. It drained her energy and stole her focus. But then, inspired by Stoic wisdom, she decided to shift her perspective. She realized she couldn't control her colleague's actions, only her own response. Clara chose to forgive, not to condone the behavior, but to free herself from the chains of resentment. She reflected on Marcus Aurelius' advice to see others as flawed humans, just as we all are, struggling in their own way. By letting go, Clara reclaimed her mental space. She stopped dwelling on past slights and instead focused on her own growth. This act of forgiveness, paired with a conscious choice to not let hurtful memories dominate her thoughts, became her strength. Stoicism reminds us that memory can be a tool, not a tormentor. We can choose which moments to hold on to and which to release. For Clara, forgiveness was her path to peace, a deliberate decision to prioritize her well-being over lingering pain. So think about your own life. Is there someone whose words or actions still haunt you? Consider the power of forgiveness, not for them, but for you. Let go and watch how lightness returns to your spirit, paving the way for the clarity we'll explore next in controlling negative self-talk. As we move from Clara's inspiring journey of forgiveness, let's turn inward to tackle another powerful Stoic tool: controlling negative self-talk. You see, toxic people often plant seeds of doubt in our minds, making us question our worth or abilities. But as the Stoics teach, it's not the external words that harm us, it's how we internalize them. Marcus Aurelius once said that we have the power to reject thoughts that do not serve us. And this is where our inner transformation begins. So, how do we shift from self-doubt to empowerment? First, recognize that negative self-talk is often a distortion, not reality. When you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," pause and ask, "Is this true? What evidence do I have to counter this thought?" This Stoic practice of questioning our inner dialogue helps us detach from harmful narratives. Replace those doubts with affirmations grounded in your strengths. Remind yourself of a time you succeeded or persevered. Another practical step is to write down recurring negative thoughts. Seeing them on paper strips away their power, allowing you to challenge them logically, much like a Stoic philosopher dissecting an irrational belief. Over time, this rewires your mind to focus on what you can control, your perspective. By mastering this inner conversation, you build a shield against toxicity, ensuring that no external criticism can shake your foundation. This practice isn't about ignoring reality. It's about seeing it clearly, without the fog of self-imposed negativity. As we cultivate this skill, we prepare ourselves for the next secret, detecting false cordiality in others, so we can navigate relationships with clarity and wisdom. Let's dive into the fifth Stoic secret to outsmart toxic people: detecting false cordiality. In our interactions, we often encounter individuals who mask their true intentions behind a veneer of kindness. As a Stoic, I've learned that true wisdom lies in seeing beyond surface-level charm to discern sincerity. The ancient Stoics, like Seneca, remind us to observe actions over words, for behavior reveals character more than flattery ever could. Let me share an example. Imagine a colleague named Leo. At first, Leo seems warm and supportive, always offering a smile and kind words during team meetings. Yet, over time, you notice inconsistencies. Leo promises to help with a project, but repeatedly fails to follow through. Behind closed doors, he criticizes the very ideas he praised publicly. This dissonance between words and deeds is a hallmark of insincerity. A Stoic approach teaches us to remain calm and unattached when spotting such behavior. Instead of reacting with anger or mistrust, we observe objectively, recognizing that Leo's actions reflect his inner struggles, not our worth. We can't control his insincerity, but we can control how we respond by not investing emotionally in hollow gestures. Practically, pay attention to patterns. Does someone's behavior align with their promises? Do their actions match their words over time? If not, take a step back. This isn't about judgment, but about protecting your peace. By seeing through false cordiality, we preserve our energy for genuine connections, staying grounded in Stoic clarity. As we move forward, remember that detecting insincerity is just one piece of the puzzle. In the next Secrets, we'll explore how seeking support and setting boundaries can further shield us from toxicity, all while maintaining our inner strength and autonomy. As we move forward in our Stoic journey to outsmart toxic people, let's explore two powerful strategies that anchor us in strength and self-respect. First, Secret 6, seeking support. I've come to realize that even the strongest among us need allies. Those empathetic souls who truly listen and understand. Stoicism teaches us to value community and shared wisdom, as Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the interconnectedness of humanity. When toxicity weighs us down, finding a trusted friend or mentor can offer perspective and emotional strength. It's not about venting endlessly, but about seeking clarity through honest dialogue, reminding ourselves we're not alone in this battle. Next, let's turn to Secret 7, setting boundaries. In the Stoic view, autonomy over our mind and actions is sacred. Seneca reminds us to guard our inner peace fiercely. I've learned that setting clear, firm boundaries isn't about pushing others away, but about honoring my own values, calmly saying no to unreasonable demands, or stepping back from draining interactions. It's a quiet strength, one that signals self-respect. Whether it's limiting time with a negative influence or clearly stating what I will and won't tolerate, boundaries create a protective space where my peace can flourish, unaffected by external chaos. Together, seeking support and setting boundaries form a powerful Stoic duo, rooted in community and personal sovereignty that shield us from toxicity while nurturing our growth. Let's explore Secret 8, adopting a solution-oriented approach to address toxic behaviors constructively. As a Stoic, I've learned that our strength lies not in reacting with anger or frustration, but in responding with purpose and calm. Inspired by the Stoic emphasis on self-control, the first step is to define clear goals when dealing with toxicity. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve in this interaction? Is it mutual understanding or simply to disengage peacefully? Next, focus on maintaining your composure, no matter the provocation. Remember Marcus Aurelius's wisdom. We can't control others' actions, but we can control our own responses. Take a moment to assess the situation logically. Identify the core issue behind their behavior without getting swept up in emotions. Then address it directly, yet calmly, offering solutions rather than dwelling on the problem. This isn't about winning an argument. It's about preserving your peace. By staying focused on actionable steps, we embody the Stoic ideal of serenity amidst chaos, turning conflict into an opportunity for growth. Let's turn to the 9th Stoic secret: practicing mindfulness. In our fast-paced lives, criticism or negativity from others can easily throw us off balance. Imagine a young professional named Sarah, working in a bustling city like Boston. During a high-stakes meeting, her ideas are met with harsh, unwarranted criticism from a colleague. The room feels heavy. Her heart races and self-doubt creeps in. But Sarah pauses. Instead of reacting impulsively, she draws on Stoic mindfulness, a practice of staying fully present and aware, no matter the storm around her. As Marcus Aurelius once taught, we must anchor ourselves in the present moment, for it's the only thing we truly control. Sarah takes a slow, deep breath, feeling the air fill her lungs, grounding her in the now. She silently acknowledges the criticism. This simple act transforms her perspective. Mindfulness, in the Stoic sense, isn't just about calming the mind. It's about reclaiming your power by choosing how you interpret and respond to life's challenges. You can practice this too. When faced with toxicity, pause, breathe deeply for a count of 5, and name one thing you're grateful for in that moment. It could be as simple as the chance to grow from the experience. This anchors you, preventing external noise from shaking your inner peace. By living in the present, you strip toxicity of its ability to drag you into spirals of anger or doubt. As we've seen with Sarah, mindfulness becomes a shield, one that Stoics have wielded for centuries to remain steady amidst chaos. And it prepares us for the final, ultimate secret, which we'll explore next: a profound Stoic tool to rise above irrelevant negativity with unshakable strength. As we build on the mindfulness we've explored, let us now uncover the ultimate Stoic weapon against toxicity: embracing the power of indifference. This isn't about coldness or apathy, but a wise detachment, a deliberate choice to not be disturbed by irrelevant negativity. The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." These words remind us that our inner peace doesn't depend on others' actions or words, but on how we choose to respond. Indifference, in the Stoic sense, means recognizing what truly matters and letting go of what doesn't. When toxic people throw criticism or drama our way, we can ask ourselves, does this affect my core values or purpose? If not, why let it disturb my tranquility? This mindset liberates us from the emotional chains others try to impose. It's about preserving our energy for what aligns with our virtues, rather than wasting it on futile conflicts. Imagine the freedom in stepping back, observing the chaos without being consumed by it. This is the shield of indifference, unshakable, yet profoundly human. As we move forward, let's see how this principle transforms lives through a powerful example. As we embrace the Stoic principle of indifference, inspired by Epictetus's wisdom, that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Let me share a story that brings this secret to life. Consider Michael, an ordinary man navigating the complexities of family dynamics. For years, he faced constant criticism from a close family member. Every word, every judgment felt like a personal attack, whether it was about his career choices or even the smallest decisions. It drained him, pulling him into arguments that left both sides wounded. But then, Michael discovered the Stoic art of indifference. He realized that engaging in these battles was futile, a waste of his emotional energy. Instead, he chose to focus on what he could control, his own inner peace. When harsh words came, he let them pass like clouds in the sky, unmoved and untouched. He didn't ignore the person or become cold. Rather, he detached from the negativity with quiet strength. Over time, this shift transformed his life. Michael found calmness where there was once turmoil, and he redirected his focus to personal growth and meaningful connections. This story shows us that indifference, as the Stoics teach, isn't about apathy. It's about prioritizing our peace over chaos we cannot change. It's a powerful shield, one that lets us stand firm amidst life's storms. And as we combine this with the other 9 secrets, we build an unshakable foundation to master our emotions and interactions with toxic individuals. As we reflect on the journey through these Stoic secrets, it becomes clear that their true power lies in their unity. Each principle, from emotional stability to the art of indifference, is a vital piece of a greater shield, a defense against the toxicity that seeks to erode our peace. Imagine these 10 secrets as interlocking elements of armor, each reinforcing the other. When we control our reactions, as Marcus Aurelius taught, we lay the foundation. When we set boundaries and focus on our purpose, as Seneca advised, we build walls of resilience. And when we embrace indifference, as Epictetus urged, we stand unshaken by the storms of negativity. Together, these secrets empower us to master not just our interactions with toxic individuals, but also our own emotions. They teach us to navigate life with unshakable strength, to rise above petty conflicts, and to safeguard our inner tranquility. This holistic approach is not a quick fix. It's a transformative practice. By weaving these Stoic teachings into the fabric of our daily lives, we don't just outsmart toxicity. We transcend it, cultivating a life of purpose and profound peace. Let these principles be your guide, your compass, as you face the challenges ahead, knowing that within you lies the power to remain steadfast, no matter the chaos around you. As we come to the end of this journey, let's reflect on the 10 Stoic secrets we've uncovered to outsmart toxic people and reclaim our peace. First, emotional stability teaches us to master our mind, not the chaos around us. Then, focusing on goals anchors us in purpose, while forgiveness frees us from resentment's grip. Controlling negative self-talk empowers us, and detecting false cordiality protects our trust. Seeking support and setting boundaries honors our worth, while a solution-oriented approach keeps us grounded. Practicing mindfulness brings clarity, and embracing indifference becomes our ultimate shield against irrelevant negativity. Finally, combining all these secrets creates a holistic defense, empowering us to master our emotions and interactions with unshakable strength. These aren't just tools for handling toxicity, they're pathways to personal growth and enduring peace. I invite you to make them a lifelong practice, to build resilience and find fulfillment, no matter the challenges you face. Have you faced toxic people? Share your story or which Stoic secret resonates most in the comments. Like, subscribe, and share to spread positivity and wisdom with others. See you in the next video.